Hi everybody, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. In this video, I would give you an overview of various immigration options available for Canada in 2018-2019. Well, of course, there are lots and lots of immigration programs here and there. There are pathways, streams, etc., etc. So what I will do, I will group these streams into separate categories. The very first one, available pretty much throughout the years, would be skilled immigration. So bottom line, if you're looking to immigrate to Canada, you do not have any connections with the country, you don't know anybody in here, but your command of English or French is pretty good, you have a post-secondary education, skilled work experience, your age is under 40 plus, you probably would be able to immigrate to Canada. Now, of course, under this group of programs, there are various opportunities available for those of you who do have offers of employment in Canada, for those of you who are considering to study in Canada or studied in Canada before, whose occupation is in demand in this or that province of Canada. But overall, skilled immigration to Canada is still available. It will be available throughout 2019, and it doesn't look that there would be any major changes ahead of time. But the drawback of these programs is the following. While provincial opportunities are quite scarce, most of them require you to have connections with provinces, meaning that you have to have a job offer from the province, or you should have relatives in the province, etc., etc. When it comes to federal streams, competition would be quite high. So there are lots of people with good results of their language test. There are lots of people who might be younger than you. There are lots and lots of individuals who are looking to immigrate to Canada. Now, having said that, I do not mean that this opportunity is not for you. I just mean that it has to be planned correctly. You have to estimate your scores accordingly, and you have to plan provincial support if you're looking for such well in advance. Which province you might be targeting, which province you might be looking for support with if your score is not enough to immigrate by yourself. That was one group of the programs. The second one would be absolutely different. That would be business programs of immigration. So under this group of programs, there are several streams which you have to understand, because people always mix them up. So if you're looking to immigrate as an investor, bottom line, it means that you got X million of dollars, depending on which way we're going to, and you are giving this money to the government for a while in order to receive later on permanent residency in Canada. If you do not have millions of dollars, you got thousands of them, there are other opportunities for you. Entrepreneurship streams. So say you're looking to open your business in Canada, you got experience in managing a business or running your own business, investing in somebody else's business, and you're looking to continue doing so in Canada. So there are various provincial programs which might work for you. You do not necessarily have to invest your money into or give your money to the government for that, but rather than investing this money into your own business or purchasing that business together with friends and families. There are other opportunities, such as opening the business by yourself without, say, investing anything, opening the business before you're coming to Canada, employing yourself in this business. There is startup visa program which would allow you to open your business without any business experience, provided that you have a wonderful idea which attracts either business incubators or investors to Canada. Drawback of all of these programs is that, well, first of all, they might be quite expensive depending on how you look at it. And see, when it comes to entrepreneurship streams, many provinces are reconsidering those without further notice. For example, Prince Edward Island has recently announced that they are closing their streams for entrepreneurs, or they would be reconsidering those. So if you're planning to use one of these streams, it's a good idea to plan it ahead of time, to compare apples to apples, whether startup visa or opening a business in Canada would be more beneficial in your case. Last but not least, the third option would be immigration through studies in Canada. So if you're looking to study in here as a postgraduate student, or you're fresh graduate from the home country and you're looking to come here, mostly welcome. Canada opens doors for students, but when it comes to immigration through study pathway, you got to understand that this is the pathway which will require you very careful planning, because it's done in several hopes. You cannot just come and say that, look, I'm planning to immigrate to your country, therefore I'm applying for a temporary visa. So this is quite controversial. You're applying for a temporary visa. You have to prepare yourself carefully. There is a high risk for refusal, especially if you are not able to prove why you're coming to study here. There are different opportunities for immigration later on. They are quite different for master's graduate, for college graduates, for PhD graduates, etc., etc., etc. Now, drawback of this plan is that due to what's going on in the world, many international students are looking to come to Canada. Therefore, colleges and universities are overbooked. I am aware of a couple colleges which are, as of now, admitting students for 2021. Therefore, if you're looking to come here, if you're looking to study in Canada, again, careful planning would be required. You would have to get admission well in advance, and you gotta probably apply to several colleges to secure your admission to at least one of those. Bottom line, if you're looking to come to Canada, if you're looking to immigrate, feel free to send us an email to assess your chances, to speak to us if you would need any support. If you're facing refusal, mostly welcome to. We are dealing with difficult cases as well. We would be looking at those for you. And of course, last but not least, there are other opportunities for immigration. So these three are pretty much most generic and most common ones. There are opportunities for self-employed individuals, there are opportunities for nannies and caregivers, there are family sponsorship, and many, many other ways to come to Canada and live here. So if you're looking to come here by yourself or with your family, send us an email and we'll be glad to help you out.